My Chihuahua does not like the harmonica. She's singing along, man. I don't know if you can hear that, but hey, you know what? It's just one of those things. Okay, so hey, it's Paul, and I'm back. I just did a video on my over the top crazy harmonica collection, and it occurred to me, a couple of things occurred to me. One, I've never really talked about this, about what key I typically carry with me. And this is a question that's come up more than once. It's come up a bunch of times here just lately, by people who, newer players are asking, "Hey, what key should I, carry and whatever?" And I've got a bit of a story about that, which I think it's interesting. I don't know if you guys will find it that way or not, but anyway, okay. So I typically carry a key of A. So that's what this was. It's a key of A Marine Band Deluxe, and it's got a Blue Moon comb in it, Fire and Ice, which I love. And this is my pocket harp, okay? And then so I travel. I travel a lot. So what I need is I need something that's compact, and I've had a series of different cases. I got a whole bunch of different cases. I should actually do some reviews on them, but maybe later. Anyway, this little case here is the one that I use most all the time for my work harps. The ones that I play all the time, every day. The ones I practice with, the ones that I will take to a gig or whatever. These are, so this, I think you can put like 7 or 8 harps in here. There's 7 in there now. And if I really wanted to, I could probably fit this in there too. It's a little tight, but it's got a little belt loop and everything on the back. And the thing I like about it is it zips up. It's got a little bit of padding, but most importantly, it's compact. So I can put this, in my pack when I travel, and I don't have to check my harmonicas. If I take all of, like if I take a full complement of them or whatever, I'll obviously use a different case. But this is the one that they generally live in. And in here, I've got my Joe Spires Stage 2 Plus, which is absolutely amazing. This is an amazing harmonica, key C. I've got some other deluxes, and I've got a 1847 in here because I've been feeling the Seydel love, man. They're so freaking amazing. Those guys are so cool over there. Anyway, so this is like, all of those harmonicas that I was showing in that video, a lot of those are just harps that I either bought to try, or are harmonicas that will at least at some point replace these. So that's kind of where that's at. All right. So for anybody who cares, I don't know if you want to pick one of these up, though. I don't think that you'll regret it. For what I'm talking about. Like if you travel, it's a really good little deal, and just easy to carry. Okay. So which key do we carry with us every day? Now, this question, it's come up, what's the best key? I don't think there is any best. I do think there's some practical considerations, though. And here's something that happened to me. It was a couple years ago. There's a couple guys that I know here in the Southwest, Bob Corder and Lenny Malik, who are both out of Phoenix. They're fantastic players. Bob's played with just about everybody, Pine Top Perkins, you name it. If you ever get to Phoenix, you can check him out. It's a place called the Rhythm Room. I think it's called the Rhythm Room. Anyway, I'll find that and maybe I'll post that on the notes. But about 2 years ago, there was a benefit that all harmonica players, a whole bunch of harmonica players came in for this benefit. It was for Lenny, who was going through some health issues and things like this. I couldn't go because I was working, so I was really bummed, but whatever. Anyway, that's just the way these things work sometimes. That next day, which was a Monday, I had to go to the airport. I was flying out to El Paso. So I get out of the car. My wife dropped me off. I get out of the car, and I'm on the sidewalk, and there those two characters are. Bob and Lenny are standing there, and we look at each other. And we're like, man, we started kind of, talking and laughing, and one thing led to another. We go into the airport together, and of course got jacked by TSA because we had our weapons of mass destruction with us. Just a tip, guys. There's no spring in this. I know it kind of looks like it could be a magazine, but there's no spring in it. Just saying. Anyway, we got a kick out of that anyway. It's kind of trading notes. As people who travel quite a bit. So it invariably happens to me almost all the time. We get up to at the time I was carrying a B flat in my pocket. We get up to the gates in the terminal, and this is about 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning at the San Diego airport. Place is packed. And Bob comes to me, he goes, "Hey man," he goes, what key do you got on you?" I started kind of laughing because I'm thinking, it's funny that he assumes that I have a harmonica in my pocket, but that's just what we do, right? So I said, "Yeah, I got a B flat." And he goes, "Oh, B flat, huh?" So, and they both had a key of A on them. So they both went to their harmonica cases and took out 2 B flats, each one of them, and just started playing. They just started playing. They walk over to me, and we just started playing at gate 8 at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Place is packed. We're right in front of the bar. And at first people were just like kind of looking, and and then the next thing you know, we got this huge crowd around us. And I was terrified. I've played in front of large crowds, almost my entire life since I was really young. But this was different. This was an anomaly. We weren't supposed to be doing what we were doing. We were out of place. But it worked. And everybody dug it, man. I mean, it was just weird. I've kind of looked around to see if that would be on social media or whatever, because people were recording it and so on and so forth, and I've never seen it. But and people were giving us money. So I was a busker. My first foray into busking was at the San Diego airport. I am by no stretch of the imagination a part of that world, but it was interesting. I think the things that I took away from that are a couple things. One, they were fearless. Those two guys were fearless about it. It was just, this is just what we do kind of thing. And they just did it. And for me, I think that was the thing that really, it just like was a punch right to the, right between the eyes, first and foremost. And then I started thinking about this, what key I commonly carry, and whether or not it's something, that I can use in most circumstances. Like for me, if I go to a Guitar Center and they've got an acoustic room and there's a guy in there jamming, some good blues or whatever in the key of A, and I've got or E, and I've got an A on me, we can play together. We can have some fun, and you never know where stuff like that can go. So for me, it's come down to basically carrying keys that are a little bit more common to other players. Not so much just what I like to play, which is, I love the B flats, the D flats, some of the higher keys, the D. I like to carry them around and play those things too. But my choice for that has changed a little bit based on experiences like that. So I'm curious. I'm curious to find out what everybody out there thinks. What do you guys carry on, during the day? Well, I mean, which key is it that you pick up and you carry with you, and why? And I think that with us, our collective knowledge and expertise in this, or our collective, opinions, we might be able to help some people out there who are first starting or whatever, to make some decisions on that. It's just something fun to do. I don't think any of it really is all that, it's we're not solving the affairs of state here, but I think it's a cool subject, and it's always, for me, it always comes down to curiosity about other players and what they're doing. So post it in the comments. Put in the comments what you like to and why. What you carry. What key and why. And I'm really looking forward to that interaction. So hey, thanks for all of the great comments and all the great interactions that we've had so far. I'm glad to be back. And I really hope you guys are all happy and healthy. And this is a good new year for everybody. Okay? Take care, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.